So relationship is very, 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 very important. Are you learning something this morning? Because you want to sell land. The people that are going to trust you faster are your friends. Your network or your net, of course, they say your network determine your net worth. It's true. That thing is true. Yesterday, I made a video carrying document on my head. The only thing that will make a client buy land and feel so free is trust. The only thing that will make a client buy land from you. In fact, some of them are in Port Harcourt too. Some of them, if they really say they want to come and take their document, they will come. But they trust that you will hold it well for them better than themselves. Yeah. You know, say some people, they misplace document too. Yeah. Some people, they keep documents where rats go chop them. Some people, they keep documents where oil go touch them. Some people, they keep documents, they don't know where the document is. Some of you seated here have that same habit. You don't know where you keep things. Like if you want to look for your socks in the morning now, you open all your locker looking for only socks. So they trust that as long as that document is with Hamrex, it is safe, it is preserved. Hundreds of documents. I couldn't pack all and keep on top of my table. So relationship is very, very important. But that's not what I came to share with us this morning. I'm not going to waste much time. I'm going to just spend like 20 minutes teaching. I want to talk about closing deals faster, how to sell land faster, how to sell things faster. The Realtor's Winning Playbook. Number 1, you have to master the psychology of the buyer. Buyers have psychology. You have to master the psychologies of buyers. And number 1 thing you need to understand about buyers is that people buy with emotions. People buy with emotions and they justify their actions logically. Should I illustrate it? Some months ago, I love licking pear. I love pear. I lick pear almost every night before I sleep. Pear. You know pear now? Ube. If I finish eating all my fruit, I must lick. That's the last thing my wife gives to me before I sleep. Even though it's 2, I don't know why, I just enjoy it. So I was drive passing this somewhere, and I saw pear. One woman, an elderly woman, was carrying pear on her head. So I stopped and I told her to give me pear. So she said it's 1,000 naira. She said whether it's 10 pieces, 1,000 naira. So I told her to give me, I told her to give me that of 2,000 naira. So she gave me, I didn't know. If 10 pear is 1,000 naira, how many pear is 2,000? Guess what? She placed only 14 pears for me. So while I was drive passing, I was just going. When I got to just like 3 poles, my instinct told me to stop, that pear is not complete. So I stopped, I matched brake, and I started counting the pear, literally. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. I want to be sure of what I bought. Ordinarily, I would have taken it to the house, and then so I stopped. And when I counted the pear, it was 14. And I said, this woman have cheated me. So I placed my car on reverse because I was still seeing her with my my side mirror. I placed my car on reverse, and then I placed my car on drive, and I just drove. I just went. Do you know what came to my head? Do you know what the thoughts that dropped on my head for that few seconds? Who can tell me? So why did I not go back to her to tell her to complete my peer? Yes? Okay. I had pity on her. I had pity on her. But she has made her profit. A lot of people buy things from you because you are handsome. Some people buy things from you because you are beautiful. Some people buy things from you because they no one for their hands. That's why I used to advise you that it's not everybody you try to sell land to on WhatsApp. Sometimes book appointments, meet them face to face. You would see that the chances of them turning you down will be slim because your presence carry power. But somebody can outrightly tell you, I'm not interested on WhatsApp. Just type it. In fact, now there is what we call suggestion. By the time you don't even need to type. By the time you just type, I am not, they will pop up interested. And then you just click it and say, do you understand what I'm saying? But when you are talking to people one-on-one, something happens. So people buy things emotionally. So everything you are doing should be geared towards making people to be emotionally attached to you and to your product. Number 2, master the psychology of buyers. Stop reciting futures. I have said this countless times. Stop reciting the futures of what you are selling. It is more honorable to recite the benefits of what you are selling than to recite the futures of what you're selling. It makes more sense to say this land, you can build 3-bedroom duplex, you will have parking space for yourself, you have parking space for your wife, you have parking space for your children, you will have small garden at the back, you will have where to put your water tank, you will have small field, than to say the land is 465 square meters. I made this illustration the last time. I said 2 realtors were pitching to a client, and the client asked, what is the size of the land? One of the realtors said it is 465 square meters. The other realtor said, sir, with this land, you can build 5-bedroom duplex. You will have parking space to park more than 5 cars. Your wife will have small garden at the backyard. You are telling them the benefit of buying indirectly with just one question. So stop reciting futures, start reciting benefits. You will sell faster. Because when you tell somebody that, look at the psychology of a buyer. Look at the psychology of a buyer. When you tell a client that you can build 5-bedroom duplex, you will have parking space, you are doing something in the mind of the buyer. What are you doing? You are creating a picture that the client have not even seen. Somebody that don't have motor, you are showing him a picture that he can have cars, not just one. Somebody that don't even have a building plan on his head, you are telling him that he can build 5-bedroom. So you are saying you can. So he feels like he can. Do you understand what is happening here? It's brain work. He just wanted to buy land. He didn't come to build. He just wanted to buy land first. But then you are opening him to reality. You're making him to see things that he have not seen. You're making him to think of things he have never thought of. Sir, you can build 5-bedroom duplex in this place. You are not just selling, you are prophesying. And so he goes back home, and if it is not you, he's not buying. And then so many other realtors are on his DM disturbing him. He said, no, your offer is good, but there is something about risky. There is something about, he does not even know what is about risky. It is the words that risky have instilled in his head. Marketing is psychology. If you can't work on people's head, you can't move their hands. So build trust. How can you build trust in minutes? Through eye contact. Some of you are pitching to a client. You are not looking at their eyes. You are bringing your heads down. It's wrong. It's a wrong way of marketing. Even in public speaking, it's a no. You're pitching to some. Look at their eyes. Open your eye and look into their own eyes. Look at their eyes. Eyeball to eyeball. Be smart. Be confident. Nobody is going to beat you. The highest thing they will tell you is that they are not buying. Look into their eyes. Then you will know that there is power in your eye. There is a way you look into their eye. They will be the ones to bring their heads down for you. And anybody that brings his head down for you means that you are higher than him. And that is the character you should always portray as a marketer. Don't be the one they see as a beggar. Be in charge. When I had no 1 naira, you will never know. I talk like I have all the money in the world. Sir, this property is 20 million. My shoe is suffering from kwashiorkor. There's one shoe I bought at Uzoba roundabout that time. In your life, never you buy shoe at night. They will point their torch. Oh, fake. When you go back home in the morning and open that shoe, you will understand. You will understand what marketing is all about. Why don't they sell those shoes during the day? Why is it always at night? I have bought shoe before. I went back home. I discovered that the two shoes are not the same. But they look the same at night. Do you understand what I'm saying? So be confident when you're marketing. Look at people's face, eyeball to eyeball. Be confident. And I've taught you the essence of cleanliness. I didn't say you should go to supermarket and buy the most expensive shoe. But I'm saying that as a marketer, your body is your first office. Your body is your first office. Your appearance is your first office. So invest in your shoe. Some of you go to Genesis to eat 12,000 naira. You can use that money to buy a good shoe for yourself. Because your shoe is your Legacy Benz for now. I told you how I used to buy perfume. 3 perfume, 4 perfumes those days. 400, 450. One day I spread one. I went somewhere. Everybody was just doing, as if I'm smelling. I said, what's going on here? I didn't know that cheap perfume are toxic in nature. So I went to add more 3. So if I spray, I mix all the perfume and I produce Hamrex perfume. You don't even know where the scent is coming from. Perfume is expensive now, but you can buy 2, 3, 4 cheap ones and mix them together. And nobody will ever know where it's coming from. So people will ask you, what is the name of your perfume? Tell them you will not understand. Don't reveal your secret. Are you learning something this morning? Your body is your first office. You must always look good. You must always scent nice. You can't be talking to a client and you are smelling like crayfish. Invest in roll-on. You can't be talking to a client and like this, it's looking like water. Like this, it's looking like water. You say it's natural. It's natural, but it can be prevented through roll-on. I use Nivea roll-on. Are you learning something this morning? These are little things that we shouldn't be talking about, but we'll talk about them. So, when you are talking to people, you listen more. You listen more. Some of you, after planning with what you want to do with commission, after planning, client say, I'm going to pay next week. You have already sat down and plan what you do with the commission. And then so, when you meet the client one-on-one, your mouth is just running like water. You won't even allow the client to talk again. You think it's those stuff that will bring the money out? When you are selling, you listen more and talk less. When you are marketing, the client may end up telling you their fears, and then you feed them based on their fears. I have taught you to mirror the energy and the language of your client. I've told you countless times, if you are pitching to a client and the client is speaking Igbo, if you can speak Igbo, switch to Igbo. If the client is speaking Pidgin, switch to Pidgin. What moves the needle is trust. So if you think talking to a client and you're speaking big English is what will make him to bring out the money, then you are joking. Because here is how it works. As you're talking to me and you are speaking big English, you're already making me feel inferior. And so trust cannot be established because you're already getting me offended. Are you people understanding what I'm saying? I have to be comfortable with you before I can give you my money now. You're not making me comfortable. You're laughing at me because I can't speak good English. You're mocking me. Always come down to the level of your client while still maintaining professionalism. Are you understanding what I'm saying? These are the psychology of marketers. You know, we are learning how to close deals faster, right? The first thing we learned this morning is that if we understand the psychology of our customers, we are going to sell faster. Then number 2 thing, this will be the last thing we'll talk about today because time is going. Speed up the decision-making process. How can you speed up the decision-making process of your client? How can you make them buy faster? How can you make them pay faster? Number 1, quality lead. Pre-quality lead before site visit. In the early hour of my real estate career, I used to be very frustrated and disappointed. Why? Because somebody will just call you on phone today and say, I want to buy land. Bam! You will say, our site inspection is on Tuesday. You will just bring them to the office. You have not sent them pictures. You have not sent them videos. Number 2, on how to speed up the decision-making process of your client. Share testimonials. Few days ago on Hamrex Properties anniversary, I asked you for just one thing. What was that? Go to Google and drop your review. That was the only thing I asked from you. And you did. And you wouldn't know what those testimonials will do in the next 3 months, in the next 5 months, in the next 1 year. This is now a digital world. People, you pitch property to, it will even help you as a person. Because some of the clients you are pitching land to, they will ask you, what is the name of your company? They will now go to Google and go and look at what people are saying. So when they come there and they see what you have said, it's another way of building trust.